Hello and welcome to another adventure. This time we have travelled to Richmond, a beautiful riverside town in London, and definitely a place that's worth a visit. Hey guys, so we are here in Richmond and we're going to do a little bit of exploring. I love Richmond, it's such a beautiful part of London. Hopefully you guys enjoy exploring with us. The current on the river is crazy at the minute. It's really high and it's going super fast as well. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can do kayaking along this river and get rowing boats and stuff, but on a day like today it would be such a battle to try and fight that current. There's the harbour master. So that's the White Cross. Been to that pub quite a few times. At certain times of the day it completely floods, so you're kind of got yourself a bit of a lock-in, which is all good. He's going through a little bit of a pulley phase at the moment, aren't you, Frost?
I'm trying not to fall over, so I should carry him instead.
He's not impressed, is he? Aren't you, Frosty? We walked along the river to Peggy Jean, an Aussie-themed dining experience on the water. This place can get quite busy as the weather gets better, and booking is definitely advised. Luckily when we arrived there was space and they are dog friendly too. This is such a cool spot by the water. It's lovely, you can just chill out, have a nice meal or a beer or a hot drink and just look out at the river. It's so nice. Though these cakes look really tasty, we're going to go for something from the breakfast menu. Starting off with a chai latte and an Americano.
So I'm going to have the fancy bacon roll with a decaf Americano.
Poached egg is absolutely delicious, but the entire thing has habanero sauce running through it and the hollandaise is hot as well. So you've got this creamy, nice hollandaise that hits the back of your tongue and it's quite intense but very tasty.
And I'm going to go for the blueberry pancakes with a chai latte. These pancakes were so unique, almost tasting like a sponge cake. The batter is slightly crispy with soft blueberries in the middle, and it's so tasty with the maple syrup. I just wish there was more cream, as these are incredibly filling and quite thick. After Frosty got into mischief and we got a complimentary Tim Tam, we left Peggy's and made our way along the river. It was an absolutely delicious breakfast, but a complete disaster. We ordered our food and it came out and the lady placed down my pancakes and then Tig's kind of bacon roll. And then the next thing we know, the bacon roll was all over the table, the poached eggs had split everywhere and yolk was dripping all over the place. And we were all in shock, including the lady. And apparently Frosty had given her a bit of a scare because either he jumped or he nudged or did something and it threw her off guard. So all of Tig's breakfast brunch had just gone everywhere. So then we got another one, but he's been like a bucking bronco ever since and he keeps pulling and yanking and just desperate to go for a run, I think. So en route here was quite funny because I saw a bride on the way to her wedding and she looked really stiff and awkward, and I thought, oh, that's a bit of a shame that you're so stiff on your big day and you look so awkward. At least that's how I perceived from behind. She looked really stiff and sort of sitting quite awkwardly. I realised here was a pile of material that had been chucked over the front seat of the car and it wasn't a bride at all, so that was quite funny. There's lots of nice places to eat and drink along the river here, which is nice. After Frosty's adventure at the last place, I think we'll just keep walking. We passed this cute little bug hotel and continued our walk through the park. How cool do those trees look from above like that? Very pretty. So I'm going to take you guys to one of my favourite viewing spots that's in this area. It's about a 13-minute walk from the cafe that we were just at. And it's nice because you walk a mix of the river and the park as well. Not Richmond Park, but a different park. Frosty is just desperate to get off the lead, aren't you, Frost? Frosty was desperate to run around, but it's a dogs on lead kind of place, so he'll have to wait and just enjoy the views. So this is one of my favourite view spots in the area. I absolutely love it. It's so beautiful. You get amazing panoramic views all around you and it's so nice and relaxed. There's even a pub across the road called the Roebuck where you can get a nice drink and just chill out here in the summer and take in these amazing views. Richmond Park is literally just down the road here, so I'm not going to go there today, but that is a lovely spot if you're in Richmond. Definitely check out Richmond Park. There are deers and everything there and it's so beautiful, so well worth a visit. I absolutely love Richmond Park, but let's get back on our walk down Terrace Field. So we're going to head back down towards Richmond and I'm kind of feeling in the mood for hot chocolate, so let's do that. We made our way down through the slightly more wooded pathway and started spotting lots of squirrels who were so friendly and enjoying some of the food from passers-by. Right, back along the river. We continued our walk towards Richmond town centre to a place called Danieli's, which is located next to Richmond Green and it's the place to go for ice cream and hot chocolate. This hot chocolate costs £4.50. Look at that. Spoon provided. Okay, so I stopped off at Danieli. Now they've got two shops. One is a bakery and one is where they do their famous hot chocolate. This hot chocolate is so thick. It's actually one of the thickest in London, so I've heard. But you can see here it's super thick. Very gloopy, so don't worry, a spoon is provided. I think it's essential with something this thick. So here we go. Let's tuck into this thick, delicious looking hot chocolate. Oh my god, that is amazing. It is super thick and really rich. It's actually more like a dark chocolate and it's really good. Look at this. It's thick and so creamy. See, we need maintenance because it's just so thick and gloopy. It's like just melted dark chocolate. In the winter, that is what you need. I'm deciding to up the ante and I've got myself a panettone to dip into it. Oh, that's got a lovely fruity, custardy, apricot-y smell. That is absolutely beautiful, soft, fluffy and fruity and custardy panettone. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm going to dip it in the chocolate now. I'm coated in chocolate. I feel like an indulgent pig.
Kate got me the signature hot chocolate with a dollop of ice cream inside it. I'm suspecting it's going to be like some kind of frappy take on the insane hot chocolate. Let's find out. I'm really looking forward to this. It's delicious, but it's ice cold. So it's not hot chocolate, that's for sure. A kind of almost a milkshake vibe. It's really delicious though, absolutely delicious. So I think this is biscuit flavour. It's a bit waffle coney in its flavour. It's really nice. When you put the dollop of ice cream in it, it's not going to be hot chocolate for very long. So make sure you drink it straight away. But even then, it doesn't matter. It tastes so nice. Honestly, this is delicious. I get to now try the hot chocolate as it's intended. Wow. If you've ever had one of those chocolate puddings where you break it open and it bursts, that's what this is, but the entire thing is like that. And as Kate was saying, it's not like a milk chocolate, it's a dark chocolate, but it doesn't have that bitterness at all. It's really, really smooth and just delicious. It's really decadent. I highly rate this. The most unique hot chocolate I think I've had. It's good.
Sorry, Frosty, you can't have any. So we're just going to see what else we can find in Richmond. There's so many cute little shops and places to go here. It's a lovely part of London. And we're going to go and have a look around, see what delicious food we can find. It's such a quaint little area. Definitely worth a visit. You going to go to the call box, Frosty? Yeah. Make a call? Look how quaint it is here. Surely Kate and Tig can't be stopping for more food. There we are, sorry. Okay, so we've got a gluten-free cannoli, pistachio cannoli, a strawberry tart. So excited to try these. And Frosty's allowed in here as well, which is nice, isn't it? Okay, let's go for this strawberry tart. It looks absolutely delicious. You know when you try to be neat but you fail. Here you go. And that is so good. Lovely creamy custardy. Lovely fresh strawberries. So nice.
So I have a rather delicious looking flat white here. Really good. Really, really good. Very, very light, creamy and just delicious. What works perfectly with the flat white? Cannoli. Wow, the pistachio cream is decadent. And the crispiness, it's like caramelized on the outside as well. It just tastes so good. It's really, really nice. The flavors work perfectly together. As we all know anyway, but it's nice just to... was particularly good, I have to say, because I do love cannoli, but this is really nice.
We got chatting in the cafe, and before we knew it, it was getting dark. We had just enough time to check out this bookstore. I don't go in them often, but I do love the smell of bookshops, and I picked up this book while I was there.
How cute that is. The two little telephone boxes.
Oh, that is cute, isn't it? I really love how quaint Richmond is. It's such a lovely place. So that has been our time in Richmond. So yeah, Richmond is a lovely area. Such a nice chilled day we had exploring Richmond. Hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us. Until the next time and the next adventure, take care, God bless, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks so much for joining us. What do you think about Richmond? Do you think you'd visit? Until the next time, guys, take care. Bye.